Hello students, good morning. This is the time for computer class and I am your computer teacher. So we are continuing the lesson Python fundamentals. So till now in my videos I have explained about some of the basic topics of Python fundamentals like what is character set, what is tokens, the different types of tokens, the keywords, the identifiers, what are the rules for naming and identifiers, and the literals, what is literals, what are the different types of literals, etc. Before moving further, let us take some of the questions of the checkpoints and we try to solve them one by one. आगे बढ़ने से पहले और स्ट्रिंग लिटरल्स को समझने से पहले हम चेक पॉइंट्स के कुछ क्वेश्चन लेते हैं जो बुक के एंड में दिया जाता है और उनको सॉल्व करते हैं ताकि आपका कंसेप्ट और बेटर वे में क्लियर हो सके. ये कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं जो चेक पॉइंट पे दिए गए हैं बुक के एंड में, जिन्हें हम एक एक करके डिस्कस करेंगे. पहला क्वेश्चन है नेम द व्हाट इज टोकेंस एंड नेम द टोकेंस अवेलेबल इन पाइथन. टोकेंस क्या होते हैं? द स्मॉल इंडिविजुअल यूनिट इन अ प्रोग्राम इज नोन एज टोकेन. टोकेंस वो स्मॉलेस्ट इंडिविजुअल यूनिट होते हैं, वो छोटी से छोटी चीज़ जो हम लोग प्रोग्रामिंग में यूज़ करते हैं वो टोकेंस कहलाता है. Or the name the tokens available in Python. The different types of tokens that are available in Python are keyword, identifiers, literals, operators, punctuators. Question number 2. What are keywords? Can keywords be used in identifiers? तो keywords क्या होते हैं? Keywords are the words which have some special meanings. या हम ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं keyword are the reserved words with some special meanings. Can keyword be used as identifier? No, the keywords cannot be used as an identifier. ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 का आंसर था. नाउ वी कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. व्हाट इज आइडेंटिफायर एंड व्हाट आर द आइडेंटिफायर फॉर्मिंग रूल्स ऑफ पाइथन? Identifiers are the basic building blocks of program and they are used for naming the different parts of program like variable, object, classes, functions, list, etc. And the rules regarding the naming of identifiers are: number 1, identifiers can be long sequence of letter and digit. The first character must be letter or underscore. Uppercase and lowercase can be used over here. The digits 0 through 9 can be used over here. Identifiers are unlimited in length. The identifiers cannot be a keyword and the identifier should not contain any special characters except underscore. Now question number 4. Is Python case sensitive? What is meant by the term case sensitive? The Python is case sensitive language. This is a true. And what is meant by the case sensitive? The case sensitive means that there is a difference between the uppercase and the lowercase letter. Suppose I have written Ravi over here. This is an uppercase letter. And then I have written RAVI. This is a lowercase letter. The name Ravi is both included in this here. Ravi is also over here and Ravi is also over here. But here it is in uppercase and here it is in lowercase. So it is a case sensitive. So Python is a case sensitive language. Next, which of the following are valid identifiers and why not? The first is data. The first is data underscore REC. Is it a valid identifier? Yes, it is a valid identifier. Number 2, underscore data 1. Is it a valid identifier? Yes, it is also a valid identifier. Number 3, 1 data. Is it a valid identifier? No, it is not an identifier because it begins with numeric. Number 4, data 1. Data 1. Is it a valid identifier? Yes, it is a valid identifier. Number 5, my dot file. Is it a valid identifier? No, it is not a valid identifier because here the special character dot cannot be used. Next, number 6, elif. Is it a valid identifier? No, it is not a valid identifier because it is a keyword over here. So the keywords cannot be used as an identifier. Number 7. Switch. Is switch identifier? No, it is not an identifier because it is a keyword over here. Number 8. Lambda. LAMBDA. Is it an identifier? No, it is not an identifier because it is also a keyword. Number 9. Break. Is break an identifier? No, the break is also not an identifier because it is a keyword. So in this way we can identify that which one is an identifier and which one is not. So now we begin with string literals. So what is string literals? So in my last video I have made clear that anything that is enclosed in single quotes, double quotes or in triple quotes, we can consider it as string literals. Like suppose I have written single quotes A over here, it is a string. I have written in double quotes A over here, it is also considered as strings. All these are string literals. So some valid string literals can be, like suppose I have written in double quotes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for example, you can say that in double quotes we haven't used any letter or any alphabet. We just have written the digit over here. But whatever you have written in double quotes or single quotes will be treated as a string literals. So now we have another topic over here, and that is escape sequence. The other topic that we are going to discuss over here is escape sequence. What is escape sequence? These are the non-graphic characters. These are the non-graphic characters. These are non-graphic characters. Now what does the word non-graphic character means? Non-graphic characters are those characters that cannot be typed directly from the keyboard. Non-graphic characters, they cannot be typed directly from the keyboard. They cannot be typed directly from the keyboard. Example, like we have backspace, tabs, carriage, etc. These are non-graphic characters. So the non-graphic characters can be represented by using escape sequence. All the non-graphic characters that we have, we can represent them by the help of escape sequence. And the escape sequence are generally represented by a backslash. We generally have a backslash and then a character or more than one characters are used, and they have a special meaning. Like suppose we have written, whenever we find any backslash and one or two character, then that is considered to be as non-graphic characters, and in the non-graphic characters are represented by the help of escape sequence. Like suppose I have written /n. So this is an escape sequence, and what does it do? It brings the cursor to the new line. The job of /n is to bring the cursor to the new line. Now whenever I write /t, the job of /t is to bring the cursor to the horizontal tab. Its job is the horizontal tab. So similarly, we have certain escape sequence, and I will be sending you the certain escape sequence. By taking the cameras of those escape sequence and their description, I will be sending you a copy of it. So now we come to another topic, that is the string types in Python. The string types in Python. So I have already made it clear to you that what is string. Anything that is enclosed in single quotes or double quotes, they are considered to be as string. So Python allows us to have two string types. In Python, we generally have two types of string. In Python, we generally have two types of string. The one is single line string. Single line string. And the other is multi-line string. Multi-line string. So there are two different types of strings in Python. The first is single line string and the other is multi-line string. So we begin with single line string. What is single line string? Single line string. So the single line strings basically tells us that anything that is enclosed in a single quotes or double quotes are considered to be the single line string. It means that anything that we have enclosed in single quotes or in double quotes, they are considered to be the single line string. For example, suppose I have written name is equal to double quotes Ravi, then I have made an enter sign and I have written over here Kumar, and then I have reused double quotes over here. Now whenever I print the name, print name, so here an error will be produced. Why? Because as soon as the line terminates and once we have used the double quotes over here, the Python will look after the closing double quotes over here, and since it will not found the closing double quotes over here, so it will consider it as an error. So this will be an error. The reason for this is very clear, that Python by default create a single line string with both single or double quotes. If at the end of the line, suppose at the end of the line there is no quotes over here, so the Python will show an error over here. So this is the single line string. In single line string, whatever we write within the single quotes or double quotes will be considered as a single line string. Now we have multi-line string. Now we have multi-line string. So multi-line string can be created in two ways. Number one, by adding slash at the end of normal or single quotes. By adding slash at the end of single quote or double quote. And number two, by using the double quotes or triple quotes. By using the triple quotes. Triple quotes, whatever we write in these triple quotes can be considered as a multi-line. So we will be discussing this multi-line in next video. Thank you.